Hello, in this video I'm going to talk about direct marketing test 1. So as I mentioned earlier, this test is going to be based on an article, a case that I've provided for you guys, and I'm going to go over the questions for you and give you some tips and hints for answering the questions effectively. So this has to be a very manageable test. The article is pretty short and it has some interesting content, and it's about direct mail as one of the tools that have been as one of the tools that marketers have been using in their direct marketing program forever. And there have been ups and downs when it comes to the frequency and the use of direct mail. So this article provides some new insight using some anecdotes and examples. So I want you to take a look, skim the article, and then go to the questions and go to specific sections of the article that address the questions that I have asked you. So the title of the article is how brands are using data to create cutting edge direct mail. So as you see, this too is again data analytics and creating more effective direct mail, in this case direct marketing, in this case direct mail programs. So the first question I've asked you, why is it that despite the use of digital marketing and the widespread availability of digital marketing, why is it that direct mail is still an effective tool? Obviously, you might disagree, and some marketers disagree with that. But based on the case made in this article, why is it that direct mail is still, or could at least still be effective? So again, I want you to cite reasons based on the article. There are multiple brands and companies that have been discussed, and for each, the focus has been on specific goal that direct mail can help achieve, and those are also addressing the next questions. So the first question should be very easy to answer. Question number 2, I've asked you to mention at least 3 marketing objectives that direct mail can be used to address. Well, these are again obviously based on the article, and as I mentioned earlier, there are multiple brands, and for each brand, this article talks about one specific goal that direct mail has been used to achieve. So you basically mention some of those. I don't want you to just it's pretty easy to just copy and paste some of those objectives. I want you to read and then read the article and select the ones that you think are interesting to you and mention them here. So question number 2, very easy to answer. Just see what specific goals direct mail has been used for in these cases. So, well, we'll come back to this question or this approach later in question 4, and also in your project, in part 2 of your project. So let's see what question 3 is about. I've asked you to choose one of the brands mentioned in the article and find some other direct marketing tools that the brand uses. Well, for this, you need to go outside this article, obviously, and find some. It could be social media, it could be advertising, YouTube advertising. So you can only find online content. Obviously, you can, if you watch TV, or you might find banner ads, but even those you can find some evidence for online. So just an online search should be sufficient. So choose one of the brands that you find interesting, and then maybe check their website first and their social media, and if they have any commercial on, you can find those commercials on YouTube, and mention some of those tools. The follow-up to this question is, so part 2 of the question is, what marketing objectives are these other tools, these other direct marketing tools, intended to help achieve? So is the company using this other tool or these other tools in the same manner as they're using direct mail, or do you think they're using it for a different objective? Chances are that at least some of the tools are used for different goals, not necessarily the same goal, because even though these different direct marketing tools share have quite some overlap. They might be specific when it comes to some context. So just see, say for example, if you're using Pinterest, Pinterest and direct mail could be used in similar fashions, but also in quite different ways. So find actual examples and tell me if you think the objectives that the companies are using direct mail, direct marketing for are the same or different. And finally, question 4. I've asked you to think about this, get some insight, and relate it to your project. So the question reads, in part 2 of your project, you will need to develop a direct marketing program. How can direct mail be included in your direct marketing program? Specify marketing objectives and actionable steps for the direct mail component of your program. So in this test, I've used DM as an acronym for direct mail. So as you remember, or as you know, part 2 of the project is for you guys to develop a direct marketing program. Now, if you were to include a direct mail component in your direct marketing program, how would you include it? So think about the goals it's or it would be designed to achieve, and also think about actionable steps. Again, think about this as a very short, sort of tiny marketing plan for your direct mail component. I don't want you to be very extensive and comprehensive here. Just make sure your goals make sense, and you can give me a set of steps to be taken to achieve direct marketing, direct mail campaigns. For example, the first one would be I want to increase reach, and I want to reach or I want to find new customers. So I'm sending direct mail as a prospecting or lead generation tool. And then the second step in the mini marketing plan would be to find a list of prospects. Third, find a direct mail third party company, something like that. So just give me a list of 4 or 5 steps that could be taken to implement your direct mail program. So this test is again very easy. There shouldn't be any reason why you can't get full credit on this. Good luck, everybody, and I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you.